So today I'm going to be inking this picture here, and this is an original character of mine. It's for an upcoming comic I'm going to publish. It's an independent comic called Pine's Blueprint. So this is a tracing from the original drawing that I did. So I'm just going to show you this here. So I really like to work on grid paper. This blue line grid paper works best for me. And I find I like to do my breakdowns on that. And if I'm working out ideas for pretty much anything, I like to sort of work on this. It's pretty inexpensive, and I like the grid that happens. It helps me with perspective. It also helps me with ratios if I'm looking for that kind of thing. And after a while, you kind of get used to the lines and you just sort of ignore them. So here I did a quick sketch, and then I just did some brief inking to kind of work out some of the ideas I'm doing. I'm not going to do any color today, but I took this one, used a light table, and did a little bit of a trace here. And that just sort of sets me up for a nice, clean, less pencil line when it comes to the inking, and I quite like that sometimes. So my character's name, the full name is Vincent Pine, and I'm honestly not sure exactly where I came up with the character. I think I was liking the name Vincent. Probably I was watching a lot of Vincent Price movies. And then Pine was just something I kind of liked. And Pine's Blueprint is a true comedy comic book, which is something I don't always see as much anymore. And so this comic that I'm publishing, its upcoming, could be 32 pages, black and white. As I finish that up, which is going to be pretty quick here, and it gets closer to publishing, I'll let everyone know on YouTube and Instagram. I'll link my Instagram to this video as well, so that you can check out my Instagram page. And I also have a little website for Pine's Blueprint, because I'm probably going to end up doing about 4 issues. Now, as you can see, as I'm inking, I'm not always adhering exactly to the pencil lines, and that's a very common thing for me when I'm inking. Now, if I was inking somebody else's work, of course I would adhere a lot more to their lines, but because I'm penciling this, and it's a very simple drawing of my character, I'm not going to worry too much about keeping it exactly how I see it, but it's pretty darn close, actually. Okay, so for the shirt on this, I went for kind of more like a floral Hawaiian style dad shirt, because Vincent Pine is a dad, and he's a little bit of a clumsy person. He's not always the sharpest tool in the shed. I intentionally went for a classic trope. And the first issue will introduce you to Vincent and his family. His wife's name is Claire, and they've been married for quite a while, and they have a daughter named Mimi. And Mimi is off away at college, so it's just Vincent and his wife at home. And because Vincent is often unemployed, he kind of, either perhaps on purpose a little bit, or maybe most of the time by accident, he gets into quite a bit of shenanigans. It's always a good idea, which I have forgotten, which I often do, to use just a little extra piece of paper to kind of put under your inking hand, and that way, when you're inking, you don't get a little bit of a smudge like I just did. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and speed up this process a little bit so you don't have to sit through the entire thing. And I'll talk a little bit more right as I finish the inking here. All right, so I'm just about finished this up. Of course, when I'm working on things, there's always little things I would like to continue working on, or little things I would have gone back and changed. One thing that is really important when you're inking is to have various line widths. I think I probably could have improved that on his shirt down here. So the last thing I like to do is go ahead and sign it. So I'm going to use the number 5. And it is now 2025, which is pretty amazing to say. And I'll just go, I really like these click erasers. I've been liking these a lot more lately. And now that most of my ink is dried everywhere, I'll just go over certain areas. All right, and once you kind of finish everything up, there's always going to be something you missed. And it looks like I missed the buttons on Vincent Pine's shirt. So I'm going to make sure I get some buttonholes in here for him. Going to use an unusual 3-dot pattern. Okay, so that's, I think, turned out pretty good. Of course, there's always things, as I said, I would like to change, but such is the life of an artist, I suppose. All right, so if you're interested in my work, you can check out my Instagram and my website. And of course, you're probably on my channel right now. You can give me a like and a subscribe, and that greatly helps me to get my work out to different people. If you are interested in reading humor comics, I certainly am interested in reading humor comics. You can go ahead and also send me your email to put it on an email list, and when the comic comes out, I'm definitely going to give lots of giveaways and select people who may want to have a free issue. I'm going to try and put it in as many comic shops as I can. And if you want to talk about supplies in the comment section, that's always good. Any suggestions about good pens? I know there's quite a few pens I'm experiencing that are good, maybe not so good. You can see that these ones are quite good overall. Maybe a little bit of smudge issue down here, which I'm going to correct later on. But yeah, I hope you have an excellent rest of your day.